Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Bring It Dawn. Let's head down into the central stacks, assumably into the vault where we're not supposed to be.
Right.
Every vestige of their identity has been forgotten, right down to the bone.
I suppose they do call WoW the eyeless face. Still, kinda makes it tough, don't it?
I've got it.
Chief Librarian, 1883 to 1982 AI. Chief Librarian, 2154 to 2192 AI. Chief Librarian, 2192 to 2336 AI. Chief Librarian, 2394 to 2447 AI.
On it.
This plaque has been defaced.
Steady does it.
Okay, so we probably had to get this from Maura. Incantations of the Hand. This book contains a litany of incantations meant for members of the Hand Occult to use in the course of their work. It includes a series of charms meant to attract the evil eye, close doors and abjure conjured objects, and instructions for the summoning of a numinous sound that gives the listener a permanent ringing in their ear. One enchantment of particular interest is meant to be applied to locks. It makes them appear increasingly complex the more they are tinkered with.
Yeah? I've got it.
Well, we found a trap. And an uninfested cat. Boris. This fluffy old man enjoys sleeping, affection from strangers, classic tragedies, and the scent of herbal teas. He probably wants to help you study. +1 to history and +1 to metaphysics. Oh, whoops. While Boris is following the party, you gain bonuses to history and metaphysics skills, while the party has increased accuracy with spells.
Yeah?
Catalog record, maintenance log, flesh construct controller. This time-worn parchment scroll appears to detail the updated location of a construct instruction manual within the archives. The chief librarian caught one of the wardens poring over the manual for the construct controller. Under absolutely no circumstances should they be provided access to such advanced technology. The manual has been relocated to the circulating library in the central stacks. Catalog record, Warden Contract. This time-worn sheet of parchment appears to detail the updated location of a contract within the archives. The agreement concerning our wardens and the collections has been identified as a prime candidate for duplication due to its advancement age. It awaits its turn with the handless scribe.
Will do.
Catalog record, Memoirs of Helder. This time-worn sheet of parchment appears to detail the updated location of a book within the archives. In response to weak Helder's recent leave of absence, her incomplete memoirs have been reallocated to her study in the oratory, and will remain there until such a time as she completes them or her body is found.
On it.
Notes and figures scribed in an indecipherable scroll crowd the edges of these scrolls.
Right.
What do you suppose that bally thing is?
Catalog record, Bacarna's Celestial Grimoire. This spore-stained parchment appears to detail the updated location of an unusual grimoire within the archives. One of the collection's recently acquired works was found to be in possession of a grimoire containing an alarming variety of astronomical heresies. It has been remanded to the quarantine section of the archives for safekeeping. Catalog record, illuminated manuscript. This crisp parchment scroll appears to detail the archive's recent acquisition of a manuscript of significant value. Another book found its way in, flapped right up from the depths like a gilded pigeon. Where did they come from? The walls? But I just patched the hole in the Temple of Revelation, and the chief librarian says that she stopped collecting abandoned books from the sidewalks of Nekataka. Certainly the spores haven't learned to write. Catalog record, Incantations of the Hand. This crisp parchment scroll appears to detail the location of newly scribed book within the archives. A newly scribed book. This decade's rendition of the incantations has been completed, with no time to spare, as the volunteer we'd borrowed to scribe it expired upon penning the final page. It has been installed in a fitting locale within the archives, where we all might keep an appreciative eye on it. Well, if I hadn't found everything already, that would have been a very handy room to...
Perhaps a little.
Whoops. As I was saying, a very handy room to have found earlier, because it tells you where everything's at. Lantern of Boreal Light, ship of Isiolt, Watcher of Yarma, lost at sea in 2767 AI.
Perhaps a little rested.
More traps, jeez Louise.
If we could... Rest for a bit.
I'd be much obliged. You. Sure.
Beyond sick.
Yeah?
Oh?
Alright, keep all the AoE spells up.
No good.
Alright, so I need to put Aloth to the front of the party. There's a ton of traps in this area.
That dog won't hunt.
Sure. Yeah? Sure.
Trap triggered.
It's...
We can handle one more injury.
Will do.
The remains of Lucala, Watcher of Pezala. B 2534, Death 2572 AI.
I was chewing through
Okay, time to rest.
Nua's foundation long before Aothas finished the job.
One more trap, and my main character dies.
In su-
Mm-hmm.
Oh? I'll see what I can find. Yes? How may I help? Nice and quiet. I don't suppose we
He
could
ran right
rest
through
a
his trap.
spell?
He didn't even spot it.
Oh?
The Guardian of Oso Shrine, holding of the Watcher Haratu, birth 2379, death 2499. Doesn't specify AI there. The Skull of Zetera, Dread Serpent of the Living Lands, reported slayer of the Watcher Ida. See 2694 AI.
I shall.
On it.
The remains of the Steward of Cadnua, retainer to the Watcher of Cadnua, death 2828. Except she's not dead. She's on our ship. Door here, but we can't access it yet, it looks like. There's the Oratory of Wile, where we need to go for Bakarna's Grimoire.
I'm fine.
Oh? Aye? Of course.
Watch there not be any more traps now. The deep gouges, dried gobbets of slobber, and fractured lock on this chest suggest several things, all of them unfortunate. It's back there. We don't have access to the vault yet.
I've got it.
I shall.
I didn't see a switch for this door. Let's go back and double check though. And it might be time to pursue Maura. We'll probably go back to the Temple of Revelations and rest up before we do so. Our Temple of Revelation, singular.
What you want, Ground Stink?
I found this recipe for invigorating nightmares, and immediately thought of you.
Huh? Dumb Gravel Stink need new drugs. Something stronger. Something uglier.
Squinting down at the parchment, Drowsy Puke nods and begins combining ingredients. He sprinkles the mixture onto the nose of a passing rat, and chuckles merrily when the creature stiffens into a ball and dies.
New drugs ready for sampling. Sleep well, idiot.
Drowsy Puke leans in and kisses your forehead. Resist to resolve. Afflictions. Let's go with deep slumber.
This indignity will not go unanswered.
And we'll see if Bakarna has anything to say about her grimoire, and Lengrath about the books we found.
I remember you.
Bakarna flashes you a wide smile. Show Bakarna's grimoire. Is this yours? Bakarna furrows her brow as she takes the book from your hands. She opens it to a random page, shaking her head when she realizes the parchment is blank.
This damned prison. It took my mind, my possessions, and even my words. My grimoire and I are of a kind. We thrive on the stars, rely on them. If you can reach the tallest point of this facility, maybe there is a window or something.
She returns the book to you. Do we not just exit? I've never heard of a grimoire that required starlight.
Ak. He is very special.
Vikarna nods. Why don't you find one yourself?
And risk being dragged back into my habitat in the collections? Some of us are not equipped to fight tentacled abominations.
She looks you up and down.
I'm not asking you to move the stars. If you happen to find their light, simply remember me.
What makes you think that would even work?
You saw how the stars helped me once before. It is the same with my grimoire. Our talent and grasp of magic, it touches us all a little differently, Ak.
There's no reason that should work. But I suppose there's no reason it shouldn't either.
I'll bring your book into starlight and see what happens.
Aggressima, my friend. You will know where to find me.
Smiling, Karna inclines her head.
I do hope you didn't breathe in any of those fungal spores. Gods only know what havoc they may wreak on your lungs and other systems.
Show her the annals of Lengroth. I came across this in the archives. Do you know what it is?
What a curious tome. May I see it?
Brows drawn, she inspects the book in your hands. A strange expression crosses her face, like she's just remembered she left her hearth burning. Hand Lengroth the book. Sure.
I'll be but a moment.
She turns the tome over in her hands, inspecting the cover and binding. Then she places her hand flat on the cover and closes her eyes. A brief flicker of arcane energy dances beneath her fingers.
Intriguing. I can't tell if this is a bit of hand occult chicanery or something more enticing.
She reluctantly returns the book to you. Her gaze lingers on its cover. It gave me a vision of one of your past lives.
Did it now? That's very curious indeed.
She holds her voice carefully even. I saw an Orlan man walking the forest of Irglunfath, the book held under his arm. He stopped beneath an oak tree to write his thoughts about the gods.
A compelling vision, but hardly definitive.
She crosses and uncrosses her arms, as if she can't quite come to a decision. You notice her body strategically angled away from Tane so he can't hear her. Her hands, too, shake slightly, as if she is possessed by some strong emotion. Perhaps she wants these books more than she lets on.
Tread cautiously. This place is no doubt full of unseen hazards. You return with news, I hope. Very well.
Lengrath sure sounded eager to talk, and you were keen to listen. Had a lot to say to each other. Mm-hmm.
Tane rocks back on his heels.
Was it about me?
I could be honest. I guess so long as I don't give him the books once I've found them all, it should be okay. And this is also honest. She wanted me to bring her some books from the archives.
Did you say what kind of books? Like journals or maybe grimoires?
Why do you care?
Well, we have to look out for each other, don't we? One archmage has already run off into the depths of this place, drawn by the allure of the unknown. I just want to make sure that we're being, what's the word? Cautious.
Tane snaps his fingers and winks. I need to collect the rest of the books before I can understand them better.
Naturally, of course. Isn't that always the way?
Tane sighs and shyly glances over to Lengroth.
That whatever she told you, she's probably lying.
Didn't really tell me anything.
It takes one to know one, but that only proves his point.
Messina slowly nods.
If I were you, I'd stay suspicious. Landgraf wouldn't give you all the facts if it concerned her past. Or, you know, the past of the ones who came before her.
We're just gathering books. Where's the harm?
In case you hadn't noticed already, information can be dangerous. Especially in a place like this.
She has no cause to hide the truth from me.
Archmagi aren't the most trusting bunch, are we? Occupational hazard. Comes of having too many plans in motion. We also don't involve others in our plans unless we're using them somehow. Take from that whatever you will. If you do manage to find those books, consider bringing them to me first. Always helps to have a second pair of eyes.
I don't think that I will. I did side with him with the quest and the collections. So we'll side with Lundgroth on this part. Plus they're her books. Or at least books about her past lives.
Aye?
Uh-huh. Happy to oblige. I hear you.
Will do.
Okay, to the other side of the central stacks. I was curious how we were going to get there. Because it didn't look like
Is your
the
ignorant farmer winking at me?
vault door was going to lead to it.
Enemies ahead.
That's it!
I bring.
Okay, more fireballs. Try and keep the librarian interrupted.
That's not supposed to happen.
I think there are more fireballs back here.
Something I can do?
No. Take that. Take him down.
Confound it! That usually works.
Gosh. Heal. There we go.
It all hurts.
And another heal. She's gonna go down, isn't she?
Let's go.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe we saved her. And ran to this guy.
This is futile! Yeah!
Go on, cast it.
Huh? Take him down.
Wait, why did Adair die? Okay, I'm gonna reload that. He didn't have any injury. Yeah, we just rested. Odd.
Hey, watch out.
Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully no one dies randomly. Immediately start lobbing fireballs back here. Tried to run him too far forward. Let's do gouging strike first, and whoops. Got a moonwell right here. Alright, we'll have a dare peel for my back line. Keep lobbing fireballs back here, hopefully kill them before they kill Adair again.
That's not very helpful.
Oh, nope, getting a little too close to the action there. Gotta heal instead, and guess one of these guys, as well as another fireball.
I cannot.
Come any harder.
A gouging strike on him. Cena, keep the good work.
cannot whack him any harder.
Love.
Vittorio!
Alright, go finish him off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so whatever that Lengroth's teaching spell was, very nasty. And not a fan. Oh, Maura's not back here. Aratetsu's Cane. The club. Superb, pure class. 50% chance on scoring a crit to lower enemy deflection by -5 for 8 seconds. And Cane. +20 all defenses against dexterity affliction attacks. Solid and sturdy. The stylish accoutrement doubles as a serviceable bludgeon for the sophisticated urbanite. The magician Aratetsu, a perennial fixture at the courts of Grand Valia, infamously bore this implement among polite society. He set it against all who displeased him, including imps, domestics, apprentices, and grandchildren. An untimely swipe at the Duke of Dagnici's brother saw the wizard in prison for 6 months, during which period the cane went missing, likely at the hand of one of his perpetual targets. Haughty. 50% chance on scoring a crit to lower enemy deflection by -5 for 8 seconds, increases with Intimidate skill. And Humble. This time it increases with Diplomacy.
What now? Yeah, alright.
So that's actually a dead end. That doesn't feel right. But maybe we just have to go to the vault next and make the librarians upset. Just check in here real quick. Maybe there's a passage that I missed. I don't think so, though. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Also possible we walked right past Maura. Could have blended in with the librarians or something. But I think we have to go to the vault next. We'll go stand in front of it and enter it next time. Yeah, I don't know if I should consider Adair being killed there as one of my party wipes or not. I think we've only had 2? I guess I should, because I'm not going to continue the game without Adair. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time we will enter the vault and the Oratory of Wild. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.